All right, let's see where people are. Good morning, everybody. We got about 63 people that are here. If you haven't had a chance, I mean, it's only been probably a minute, but if you haven't had a chance, hit the like button. Would love to get up to 50 likes as soon as possible. So let's definitely get up to that point. I just need to, I'm going to try and go live on TikTok as well. I never remember to start up TikTok. But I should definitely do it. So I'll give people a second to get in here and everything. We got 50 people here, so thank you for being here. Okay. All right. Let's see. Again, thank you for being here, guys. The top of the morning. Good morning to you. Good morning, Michael. Good morning, Dennis. What's up, Matt? Finally got my 100K CRO. That's fantastic. I'm happy for you. I'm happy that you were able to get to that point, and that gives you, kind of that. I don't know if you're set on just being there and that's the end goal, but that's a fantastic goal to be at for CRO. You get to $1, which is a level of comfortability for CRO. You're seeing $100,000. I mean, it's a 20x return from where it is right now, so close to 20x return, which is absolutely fantastic. And then seeing the future potential well above that point, it's just amazing to see. So that's fantastic that you got that. I'm still at about 85. Actually, I haven't collected any CRO lately, so from like staking and stuff. What's up, Matt? I read that. You literally just read that. Good morning. Crypto will test and build your patience for sure. Absolutely. Seeing things that just fall heavily and then start to level out a little bit. It looks like it's going to continue to drop, and then something else comes out that changes the entire system. I mean, I feel like adoption is going to be the biggest thing for the crypto market, and I'm actually going to create a video on that later. But I feel like it is a huge part of cryptocurrency. Everybody that's here on TikTok, feel free to double tap and give me some likes. We already have 345 likes. I appreciate you guys for being here. How do you feel about Quant Network upside potential? So I feel like Quant has a lot of upside potential. I decided to not continue with my investment because I only had 2. I wanted to buy so much more of Quant because I feel like just the investment side of it, we're not really looking at a ton of the use case side of it, but just the investment side of it and seeing the history really showed me how much potential it does have, how much growth it will have, even up to all-time highs from where it was at the lows. I just didn't find the right opportunity to invest, and if I don't find the right opportunity, I don't invest into the project. So I feel like it has a lot of upside potential. If you have a certain cost basis, you have a lot more potential than some others that may be investing at higher 100s or even lower 100s versus $47 of a low or $43 of a low. Just heard on Bloomberg, NVIDIA has a new price target of 1,100 a share. My eyes almost bugged out of my head. Seriously? We'll have to look into that later. But we have 77 people that are here. Thank you guys for being here again. I don't know how many times I can say it. I do appreciate everybody that is here. But hit that like button. Would love to get up to 50 or 100 likes. We're almost at 50. Good morning, Matt. Any thoughts on I don't even know how to say that. Illuvium? No, there's a fly right here and it's bothering me. But yeah, I don't really have any thoughts on it. I mean, we can always dive into it when we go into and look at the crypto market in a little bit, but we'll definitely bring that up in a couple of seconds. I want far less in CRO. You want far less in CRO? What's your thoughts on what is that? Guap coin? I'll have to look into that. Give me a couple of minutes. We'll bring up the screen. Right now we're just kind of saying good mornings and getting the day started, getting the stream started. XTC made some moves yesterday and overnight. Yeah, I mean, the entire market really made some moves, but yeah, certain things were moving a lot more than others. And XTC was up there at one point, but right now I don't really see it at the top of the list. Mainly Stacks and Ton and Bitcoin Cash are up there. XTC being up about 5% over the last 24 hours, 17% over the last 7 days. Very, very interesting. Very interesting move. Moving Trev and Duck. Unfortunate the pump we saw yesterday is almost gone again. And on Shib didn't really see as much of a pump as other things. It was only up at one point like 2 or 3%, while other things were up 5 or 6%. So Shiba Inu was not moving as much, and mainly you saw the moves in Bitcoin because of kind of where the news was, right? The news was around the Bitcoin ETF and a potential approval of that. And that's where a lot of the volume, a lot of the money went, because they feel like that's going to be a main mover with the Bitcoin ETF, as well as crypto as a whole. That's why crypto as a whole did move, because adoption is big when you see, institutions have some sort of connection. It's this damn fly. I swear, the fruit flies are ridiculous this year, or gnats, or whatever the hell they are. But they're ridiculous. What mic do you use, please? I use the it's in my my description. So if you go into my YouTube description, let me actually go into the video that I'm in right now, and I'm live in right now. If you go into my YouTube description, you'll see that I have a, where's that? Affiliate links. Under affiliate links, I have my Amazon store. If you click the Amazon store, it'll take you to like all of the items that I have in my store, and also I'll get a kickback for everything there. Now, I do want to update this. My PC build is still my PC build, but YouTube studio equipment, you'll see microphones that are in there. And I have a newer NW 700 professional condenser mic. It's only like $20 or something. But then you also have the better version of it, the newer NW 800 condenser mic, which actually has a price. I would have to go and see all other buying options here. And I don't know if it has the ability to break all that down or actually purchase it from there. So I got to update some of these links. But yeah, it's in my Amazon store if you want to check it out. And yeah, it's fairly cheap. It's not expensive. I was just talking to this about my brother, with my brother. he was like, yeah, I had a mic that I was going to sell and it could be worth like $300, $400. I'm like, not all mics are worth that much. My microphone is only worth like $27 or $30. So yeah, if you want to start live streaming, there's the link. Buying the mic using your link this morning. Thanks, man. Yeah, no problem. And thank you for using the link. I appreciate that. Because again, I get a little bit of a kickback from Amazon. But they're really, really good mics. And this has lasted me 3 years at this point. So I do want another mic, but if this is not broken, why go and try and fix the whole thing? Welcome in members and peeps and moderators and all of that stuff. I think you're saying XRP is going, or you're saying XPR? What's XPR or XRP going to go down anymore? Do I think XRP is going to go down? XRP is currently at where a level of 50 something cents. It's currently at a level of 53 cents. It's up again 2.8% in the last 24 hours. We will see that adjustment as we did see a pump in the last 24 hours. You can see how we're about to hit that at this level, where it was 10.45. So it's probably going to look like we're at a loss at some point in the next hour or so. And seeing that loss is just more of like a little bit of a retracement. So even though we did see that pump, it's not going to look that great unless we could see the market start to move in a more positive direction. But right now it's just been flat. So for the last how many hours it's been flat. But we're seeing a $28 billion market cap with $1.5 billion that's flowing through it. So definitely still a lot of money that's flowing through it. Do I see XRP going down a hell of a lot further? I mean, I don't want to, but it depends on what the crypto market does overall. I don't see anything for just XRP to where XRP is going to push back, but depending on what the market overall is doing and seeing, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, BNB, CRO, Solana, Avalanche, everything. If everything is moving in the wrong direction, then yes, you'll see XRP come down. I don't feel like it will hit previous lows that it's been at, which was like 30 something cents. But these are some very, very low points, especially compared to where the peak point will be for XRP in the bull run. But anyways, we're here for a whole nother situation. So, well, kind of. I wanted to talk about Shibarium's burn mechanism. I feel like with Shiba Inu, we're all hoping that one thing will happen, right? Or two things will happen. One, we'll see the market cap start to increase. We'll see the price start to increase. But we'll also see burns. So we'll partner on burns as well as seeing the market cap increase, which, increases it, feels like it increases it a double amount, like 2x or 3x the normal movement, because you're kind of partnering or supplementing positive things with positive things, right? Burning down the supply increases the price ceiling, while seeing the market cap rise increases the overall price and the overall value of the position. So we obviously want to see Shibarium have the new burn mechanism, have it completely in place, and it burn trillions just like they say it's going to burn. Well, hopefully, let me make sure that the audio is good on the live stream here. Thank you guys for joining me on Kick as well. Captain Crypto, good morning to you. And Twitch viewers, thank you for watching. Spin and Go Grinder, thank you for being here. Hello to you as well. But Anyways, Shiba Inu and where we were at, the burn mechanism, right? We know that they have the burn mechanism where we feel like it wouldn't really have a true impact to, Shiba Inu, and it's not really having a true impact to Shiba Inu with the transactions that are going through. Um, but it's rumored to hopefully burn trillions with a brand new burn mechanism that they may be releasing, soon. Now, we have this article where I was just trying to look up some things, right? Shibarium developers clarify SHIB token burn mechanism amidst influencer promises. Shibarium's marketing strategy, our marketing strategist, Lucy, hopefully I'm saying the name right, has issued a statement on X clearing up misconceptions related to the project's tokenomics. This comes amid social media buzz generated by influencers promising significant SHIB burns. In a tweet, the Shibarium team emphasizes that no central authorities hold keys to the SHIB supply, and that the platform operates as a wholly decentralized entity. I mean, most of us knew that, but a lot of people still think that Shibarium is controlled by this team, Shiba Inu is controlled by this team that created Shibarium, and they hold a hell of a lot of Shiba Inu that they can just all of a sudden burn. And I've seen so many comments where people are like, why don't they just burn 50% of the supply again? Why don't they just burn 25% of the supply? Well, the team behind the ecosystem, which is separate from Shiba Inu, doesn't hold that much Shiba Inu, if any, honestly. So this means that any token that gets burned are purely an outcome of people choosing to use Shibarium. So it's all based off of the volume that you have. And if you have a lot of volume, you want to make sure that you set the right targets when it comes to if you have taxes or if you have fees, you set the right levels. So it's more of like kind of a supply and demand mindset that you have there. So just wanted to give you a friendly heads up about some influencers making big promises about SHIB burns. There are no keys to SHIB supply, completely decentralized. Whatever gets burned is simply a result of people buying and using Shibarium. They further clarify that a unique aspect of Shibarium's design is its ability to burn SHIB tokens with low gas fees, making it more accessible for millions of people to use and contribute to SHIB token burns. Therefore, the token burn is not dependent on a handful of individuals, but is a collective effort by the entire community. We just hope that it's more of an impact. That's the only thing. Each interaction on Shibarium results in a small portion of SHIB being burned, while the amount of SHIB tokens burned will be revealed in future updates. The developers urge users not to rush. Why? It should be something that's a simple process. Because I feel like we're owed it. Like we are owed, kind of to have those burns happen because of all of the promises before and the lack of being able to get that burned in the past. So why is Lunac making me broke? How is Terra Luna Classic making you broke? Are you spending a lot of money on it? I mean, right now it's at a good price point, seeing it at 4 zeros and a 6. But I feel like it's gonna be, I don't think it's gonna be a tough road. I'm trying to think of where I'm going with this. But I don't think Terra Luna Classic is making you broke unless you're spending all of your money on that. I bought at 0.00035. Have you lowered your cost basis at all, or you're saying that the value of it is going down? So you bought maybe a couple of thousands or hundreds of dollars or something of this, and it decreased, by a hell of a lot, all the way down to 4 zeros rather than being at 3 zeros, 3.5. what is the overall sentiment of the crypto market, and how do we get the average person to understand the value of crypto? So, um, crypto is about a new form of, so first, a new form of currency, a more digital form of currency, that we're not stuck in our old ways of saying, hey, we have cash, right? Or we have this value of a dollar that has to be converted to a different fiat currency in order to be used in other countries, to go from country to country, and all of that stuff there. If we have a universal currency, really, that's used across the world, and not, you don't really have to transfer it or do anything, and you can easily access this money by just maybe using your fiat currency to purchase it, and now you have that, and we're consistently using that money. It's a form of payment, a big form of payment. But then also, right now with our money system, every government, depending on how strong that government is, has control over your money per se, right? You're putting it into banks, and they don't necessarily have your money. So if you want to take out $200,000 from your bank account, it's going to be a mission for you to get that $200,000. With cryptocurrency, if you have $200,000 in cryptocurrency, it's your cryptocurrency, and you can access your $200,000 if you want to, and spend that $200,000 if you want to. I feel like my hair is sticking up. So there's a bunch of use cases that could go towards that. And I mean, I feel like ease of use in this digital space, because right now the way that we pay for things is through our bank accounts, and having it go through that standard process. And I feel like it could be a lot easier and a lot quicker to transfer money and have it instantaneously. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of things that we can benefit from when it comes to the crypto market. But the normal person just wants to understand how we're going to use it. And I think it ends up being complex when you start thinking about applying politics into it as well, because politics will tell you, hey, crypto, all of it is a scam, and you're more likely to get scammed in crypto than you will with regular money. And honestly, I think there are the same amount of scams that you have with fiat currency versus cryptocurrency. You're going to see that people are trying to scam you every day out of your money through emails, through phone calls, through text messages, through standard mail, right? Just a lot of ways they're trying to take your hard-earned money, and the same thing will go for crypto. The businesses that are startups and traded through pink sheets and all of this stuff, right? I feel like those companies, some of those end up being scamish or not real companies, companies that are not looking to develop anything, but just take your funding and take your money, and the stock goes to zero, right? The same thing can go for cryptocurrency. So there's a lot of bad people in this world, right? And a whole sector or a whole market is not dependent on those bad people, right? It's dependent on what the good projects are, what the good businesses are. So most people will listen to politics, and politics will tell you crypto is just a big place to where you can have a bunch of money laundering. Well, the biggest place that you see money laundering are businesses. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely you can look at it and they can spin it any way possible. So most people will get thrown back by that. But it's about how crypto can be used, and what's the reason why you would transition from fiat currency over to crypto. But that's just my breakdown of it. We got 9 people over on TikTok with 3,000 likes. Guys, thank you for hitting the like button, whoever's doing that. It looks like DeFresh 1 is hitting the like, double tapping the screen. DJ Big Boy as well is hitting the like button, double tapping the screen. I appreciate you guys for doing that. Triple tapping, 100 tapping. I appreciate you guys for doing that. And anybody else that's liking. Let's see. New Shibarium burn mechanism. Can you explain? Right now, there's not a breakdown on what the burn mechanism will be. But we know that there will be something new that hopefully will support Shiba Inu a lot more. And it seems like it's kind of this promise, like, hey, we promise that something's going to be out there, that this is going to be new. But we've also had this same message. We've heard this story before from that team. So let's cross our fingers, hope for the best. Thank you, Mark James, for liking away as well. We are almost at 100 likes on YouTube, so please hit that like button if you can. Howdy, Matt, and everybody. Char, thank you for being here as well. Hopefully, your day is going well. Your weeks are better and everything. Let me just ask you, how you doing? We're in the longest bear market, 495 days. It sucks. I did see that. I was actually going to make a video about that, but I didn't have enough. I mean, I could technically make like 7 videos a day if I wanted to, but I don't want to have to do that. There's a lot of news and a lot of things that are going around. I want to make videos on things like Shiba Inu, XRP, CRO, every day, because there's a lot of things that I want to talk about, whether it's news related or it's just predictions or anything like that. But we'll see. Maybe. Shiba Coin is for the longest holder. I see whales buy $45 million, not to sell by tomorrow or next year, but hold for the next 5 years or 10 years. Yeah, I mean, it definitely looks like it's becoming more of a long-term play versus that short-term gainer that we all want. But that's fine. Lunic is dead to me. Repeg efforts make no sense without backing. I agree with that. Parity did nothing. No one is building anything viable in Terra Classic. Devs just cow milking, and I suspect they know it. Yeah, I have been kind of saying this from the beginning, is that I'm not saying that Terra Luna Classic is dead. I still think the community holds a lot of strength in the growth, but can we expect the same level, the prices that we all wanted it to go to, like 10 cents and $1, and see the overall supply burn down? It might be, I wouldn't say that might be dead in the water, but we might not see a ton of that burning. But even if, with the support from the community behind it and the different investors into it, you can see growth up to 10% of a penny, right? Those levels that can get to a $50 billion market cap with the amount of holders and the amount of support that you do have from the community itself, and the belief that people have with it. Now, that's all speculation. As you see the different efforts that they put in place, it seemed like right from the start, they've been kind of milking this thing. There's always a group, there's always people that will try and take advantage of something. And once they start, pushing, hey, we need utility, and we need to push this business and this D-app and this creator and all of this stuff. For me, it's completely giving like that they are milking this thing, right? We've seen it with Shiba Inu and the entire ecosystem dev team really just milking Shiba Inu's success and trying to build off of that, as well as seeing the same thing with Terra Luna Classic. They try and milk the success, milk the investors, or pull the investors out of that one play to bring it over to this new thing that they're creating, right? And it sucks that you have that, but people consistently fall for it. And I've been calling it out from the beginning, saying, no, screw utility, because utility just brings a lot of people that are trying to take advantage of the community. Even though I feel like we need to establish what the utility will be, we don't need to lean into it. What we should be leaning into is the recovery phases, how to fully recover this. And they would say utility is the way to fully recover it. Utility is not the way to fully recover it. The way to fully recover it was to burn down that supply. There's a freaking fly. Just go on the fly trap right there. Just go right there. It's right by the light. You can go on it and enjoy the rest of your life. stuck in a fly trap. But yeah, I feel like what they could have done is focus on the recovery efforts, the rescue mission. That's what it was about. Burning, decreasing the supply. Every single thing that was created, every single thing that was thought of, that was pushed by this community, should have had some sort of decrease of the supply mechanism with it. And whether it, you were creating some sort of utility there, but we should have mainly pushed recovery mission. And honestly, the recovery mission could still be there. Like I've said, a reverse split is not completely ridiculous. It was in the beginning because I felt like we had a better way of doing it while a lot of investors gain a ton throughout the process. But a reverse split is not the worst thing in the world, right? I feel like I will be willing to turn my 54 million into 540,000, because as it does get to $1, that's $540,000. And if you take away 2 zeros from the overall supply, so let's actually go here. Where am I going? Terra Luna Classic. If you take away 2 zeros from the overall supply, you're looking at 58 billion versus the 5.8 trillion. So honestly, that's not bad at all. If we could see 58 billion coins and I still have 540, that tells us that we can easily get to $1. The recovery mission becomes easier. It is a form of dilution of your position, but the point is that it makes the recovery mission so much easier to where we don't have to factor in the burns. All we have to factor in is the growth. All we have to see is everything push up to a whole nother level market cap wise, and we're there, right? That's not a horrible thing, especially with all of the, if the repeg efforts fail, that's kind of our next option. Hit the like button. Yes, definitely hit the like button. We're almost at 100 likes. We're at 97 likes. We've been at 90, 95-ish for probably like 5 minutes at this point. So if you haven't had a chance to hit the like button or just didn't remember, hit the like button, get me to 100 likes. I'm not ending the live stream at 100 likes. I'm ending the live stream at about an hour. So in about 30 minutes, we're going to be ending the live stream. Thank you for getting me to 100 likes. I appreciate it. And people on TikTok, you guys are amazing. You got me to 3.1 thousand likes. And I appreciate all the people that are joining here today. If you guys are interested in cryptocurrency, I would love to be able to show you guys a different view if TikTok would allow me to use OBS, but they haven't approved it yet. So I still have to use my phone rather than using, OBS. The supply of Elmo is realistic with real burns built into the contract, unlike SHIB. True, but at this point, it's only built into the DEX side. But still, it's better than what you have with SHIB when it comes to the burn rate. Honestly, my overall thought was that if you had a meme coin, if you had a popular position that had a burn rate associated with it, right? You would see so much that's burning down. It would have a natural deflationary aspect to it. And it would be amazing, right? If you're seeing multiple millions of dollars, even something like Terra Luna Classic, where you do have something on the DEX side, but you see how little goes on the DEX side because there's no reason to purchase it or use it on the DEX side, and people are purchasing it on CEX and just transferring it. Right, when they're selling it or buying, they're buying it on DEXs, going through standard transfers or swaps, and you're not seeing any type of tax. So if you have an ability to buy it, which I believe they're still working on, I don't know where they are with it, then it creates an easier way to purchase it directly on station for people to stake for people to have some sort of use case with it. And if we had some sort of burning with staking, that would be amazing as well. I don't know why every single aspect of Terra Luna Classic doesn't burn Terra Luna Classic. The staking should burn. Creating a proposal should burn. Approval of that proposal should burn, right? Denial of that proposal should burn. Everything that we have should burn Terra Luna Classic and, you know, USTC, maybe some different methods there. But yeah, I feel like our only option at this point, because we didn't support decreasing the supply with everything, is to reverse split both USTC and Terra Luna Classic. But anyways, like I said, the SHIB, I was talking about SHIB's burn mechanism. They haven't released what the SHIB burn mechanism is, but it's hopefully it's going to create the trillions of burns, but you never really know. I mean, it all depends on the volume, right? It all depends on the volume. I think for SHIB, 0.001 is a very reasonable goal within 3 to 5 years. Your thoughts? Honestly, it depends, because 0.001, right, currently sitting, we're seeing it at a, let's say, where is it? 40. Let me go here. So if we're looking at 0.000001, you know, we see about a $5.8 billion market cap. We take away a zero, right? We're looking at a $58 billion market cap. We take away another zero to get us 0.001, we're looking at a $580 or $590 billion market cap. So honestly, you have to see burns and you have to see the level, because right now, out of the 2+ years that we've really been following this, I guess 3 years right now, and we've really been following this and, you know, being a part of the community. Some of us, you know, maybe it's less time. Some of us, maybe it's the full amount of time. And if it is, you've made a lot of money from Shiba Inu to begin with. But anyways, we need to see burns, and through the length of time that we've been here, we've burned basically nothing, right? You would think we would burn 1% or 2% or something like that. We didn't, right? We still are sitting at 589 trillion. That's the amount that was there when we were talking about burns in the beginning. We've had a burn portal. We've had various things that were created. And we've also had a lot of businesses that were also burning Shiba Inu. And I think, honestly, because of the fact that it was at a very, very high price when we were creating these things, and that's where the hype was, that's why we didn't see as much that was burning, because it was at a $40 billion market cap, and then it hovered around a $20 or $15 billion market cap for a while. For Terra Luna Classic, we were able to burn a hell of a lot in the beginning, because of the fact that you're looking at a $1 billion market cap. The max that it got to was like a $3.8 billion market cap. But for the most part, it's been hovering around a $1 billion or $500 million market cap as of late. So if we just see more burning that's going through, you know, maybe we can get to those levels. But, you know, I kind of push for the double-digit billions when it comes to Shiba Inu, and that's what I'm looking for. But then when it comes to burns, how far can that go while still being in the double-digit billions? My words, Tether will also come crashing down. They went from 100% back to cash to 100% back buy cash and other assets. And legit, they had one point less than 3% cash. And I think that's where we kind of want to see a little bit of a pushback from, because a lot of the stable coins is what you use on these platforms in order to kind of have these pairings, right? Because what the platforms do is you end up buying cryptocurrency with whatever money that you have, right? Which would be, stable coins, USDC, or just purchasing the cryptocurrency outright. But as you're going through standard pairings, right, that's where a majority of the cryptocurrency is purchased on day trades and swing trades. So honestly, Tether, USDC, USTC, what other ones? BUSD, right? All of the different stable coins do hold a significant weight here for the crypto market. So even if Tether would come crashing down, and I don't necessarily think it will, even if Tether would come crashing down, you still can see the complete survival of the crypto market. It's just would honestly have to trust 100% backed, stable coins. So I don't know. I don't know how to respond to that, because I've seen CoffeeZilla's video on USDT, and I know he's not the biggest fan of cryptocurrency, but he does have money in cryptocurrency. So I don't think he necessarily believes that the entire crypto market is going to be, destroyed and everything, and crypto is just not going to be what it was meant to be. But to tell you the truth, to tell you what he's kind of pushing for, I mean, he makes all of his videos about scammers and stuff, and I literally was just watching one of his videos. I think his latest video that got 1.8 million views. So he's definitely doing his thing to be able to get 1 million views every single video, 2 million views every single video for a not just crypto related channel, but like finance channel, right? It's insane to see that many views go towards a finance channel consistently. So I'm not saying it wouldn't be detrimental to the market. It just wouldn't be an end to the market. 353.6 million Elmo supply. The burns are still happening. Oh yeah, I know the burns are still happening. A lot of it is coming from NFT staking. But throughout consistent transactions, you're not really seeing a crazy amount that's happening there. But it still is a lot compared to what it was before. I mean, you're seeing a lower price. You should see a lot more burns that are happening. You don't have to spend as much money in order to burn. And I want to see them continually burn. And it's not saying that you wouldn't have a deflationary aspect with Elmo, because you are going to still have that deflationary aspect to it. I just feel like it's not going to be as hyper deflationary, right? Because you don't have the CEX volume, the guaranteed CEX volume that's there. And as you see the hype train, leaving the station, right, with Elmo, and seeing things build up, and let's say it gets to $100 million in volume, that's where you're going to start seeing the volume on the DEX side probably diminish a little bit, unless they build they put a lot of eggs into this basket and build a ton on the DEX side, which anyways they've been doing. Like, they're building different things with staking and having burning there, with standard transactions having burning there, the NFT staking, and then also I don't know what happened with the sale of NFTs, but I'm sure there was a burning aspect that happened in that as well. And then the gaming, right? All of these things could implement some sort of big burn. CoffeeZilla taught us the pump and dump scams from the inside. He's the best. I think he's mainly just calling out, a lot of those things that we already know are happening. The issue is that, he doesn't want anybody to get scammed from these same people again. And I think he's doing a great job there by not by calling this stuff out, whether it's what was it, the last one I just watched, Brian Legend or something, calling these people out so nobody gets scammed from them again, and make sure he calls out the current cryptocurrencies that they're trying to push and scam people with and all of that stuff. Obviously that's great. That's absolutely fantastic. But we need to find a way to recognize these things beforehand, because even though you have videos like that call out these things, you still have the same people that are willing to invest in something because they see it running 1,000%. It's interesting, right? When the market is green, it in your head, it's like green means go, and you're like, I want to invest into this project, but you have to be cautious. I've said this time and time again. If you see something up 60% or 1,000%, the mindset shouldn't be, hey, I'm moving towards that and I'm buying the position. No, the mindset should be, I missed out on an opportunity. It's already up 1,000%, right? Now, if you do a ton of research and you see the ability to grow from there, you don't risk all of your money or however much you were going to put in there. You risk 10% of whatever you were going to put in there. And then if it doesn't pan out well, you realize that, you dodged a bullet. And if it does end up turning into something great, you can be happy with the fact that you gained something out of it. So, it's so tough investing, because you never know what somebody's mindset is, what somebody's intentions are, especially the creators and developers behind projects. So, yeah, Logan Paul is a clown. Yeah, I'm not really the biggest fan. I watched some of his content just because he's like interviewing some interesting people. Or I drink Prime. I think it's pretty good. But that's not because it's not because he created it. It's because he's backing it. It was a beverage that they were creating before, KSI and Logan Paul. So it was just them two that kind of pushed this to a whole nother level. So it's not necessarily, it is their beverage company, but it's not their beverage company, if that makes sense. They only own a portion of it, but they still own a portion of it, which is fantastic. And you owning a portion of maybe $1 billion business, I don't know how much they sold but they had to have sold, probably hundreds of millions of dollars. Like when you see a 3-figure APY and are like, yeah, this is feasible. Yes, if you're getting 100% APY every week or 1,000%, there are certain things where, depending how early you are, you could make that, and you can get out of the play and play it just like you any type of investment. But I will, try to have some sort of pushback on people investing as we see it at the later stages. So don't forget about this. Let's look at this. So I don't think I've ever actually broken down what this is. I mean, currently it's up 4.3%. We're seeing it's at $157 million market cap with about $11.5 million worth of volume, up 95%, meaning that it usually sees a little bit lower volume there. The total supply being about 36%, that means there's a big form of dilution. You can add 100% of what you have as a supply out here from the max supply. But luckily there is a max supply. So as you get closer and closer to that level, and I don't know the dilution process, you probably need to figure that out before, you make a move into it, because you don't want to be diluted twice, fully diluted twice. Kind of like what's going on with AMC, honestly. So if we look at the last year and where things are, it's currently at a low point within the last year. We've seen this up to $94 $94 ish in February of 2023. before being down at $40. So you could see, peaks and valleys. As a quick investment, this could be a good investment for you. As you see in 2021, this hit $1,728, which probably had a lower market cap. It looks like it was $1 billion market cap. Let's actually go back to price to see if there was dilution. So yes, there was dilution. As you could see, the price, everything was pretty level, and you saw a $35 million market cap, currently sitting at $200 million market cap there, even though the price really hasn't moved too much. So there definitely was a form of dilution there, just not as much as I would think. But again, it went up to a price point of $1,750 something. Now, will it get up to that point again? I would say no, with the dilution and potential dilution that could happen. But depending on the use case and the community behind it, the amount of holders, you could see a possibility for it to grow a lot further. I would be pushing for other levels, more recent levels than 2021. And then as you see the development, as you see the growth potential going forward, you could possibly see some of these way higher points that it gets to, which again could be $1,000 or more. It could be $1 billion market cap, $2 billion market cap, $10 billion market cap, depending on, really what you see in that position there. Now, it does have a lot of markets it's available on. Has 39,000 holders. Would like to see, a lot more, but definitely, growing there. Some big holders. You got contract addresses, 40%. The treasury, 13%, 10%. I've never understood why you needed this much within, maybe they have a reason to have a treasury. And again, I don't know what their process is and what their use case is. So that's another aspect of it that I could be missing. Open world fantasy battle game, built on the Ethereum blockchain. Often that's typically what you see within games. You have lesser supply that's being added, as maybe it's a play to earn type of thing. So as a first AAA game on Ethereum, how do you say that? Illuvium looks to provide a source of entertainment to both casual gamers and hardcore DeFi fans through a range of collecting and trading features. Sounds interesting. And has creatures unknown who can be captured by players that best them in battle and nurse them back to health. From then on, they become a loyal part of the player's collection and can be used when battling other adventures as a part of Illuvium's auto battle gameplay. So let me see website. I'm always interested in gaming, and if you have a AAA game that I guess don't know about, it sounds interesting. Do we have a video for it? Actually, I don't want to watch a video and then get demonetized. So maybe I'll have to look into that. I'm a big fan of. Oh, you do have a game for it or a video for it. I'm a big fan of gaming. So sounds like they established something pretty well here. But honestly, it showed from an investment side, it does show a ton of potential there. So that's probably what you're more interested in, is what the investment side looks like, rather than you probably already understand what it's about and, the full process, maybe even of the dilution. So it's interesting. That's what I'll say.
Win7 donated $9.99 through Super Chat. Hey, I found out the reason why 100 coin has low volume sometimes is because it's still new, plus you have to wait 100 hours to buy again, sell again, or if you transfer, or if you add liquidity.
You have to wait 100 hours to use to buy or sell? That sounds like it takes away all day traders from your position. That's not wise. Yeah, I mean, that takes away all day traders and the thought of having any swing traders, and only has long-term investors, or creates a multi day trade or a week trade. It's a automatic like swing trade that you have that's 100 hours at minimum. That's, I don't know if I 100% like that. But I guess that makes sense if you don't have as many people that are involved with it. Thank you for the super chat, first of all. You're only seeing $9,000 worth of volume, and people that are buying, you have to wait 100 days for you to, or sorry, 100 hours for you to make another trade again if you wanted to sell it. Now, again, it has been steadily increasing for the last 7 days.
Win7 donated $1.99 through Super Chat. 99% of day traders fail anyway. That's not news.
99% of day traders fail anyways? That's not true. That's not even close to true. Day trader, if you have a strategy, did you know that 85% of statistics are made up on the spot? Day traders are very important to any investment, any stock market investment, crypto investment. Day traders are very important. That's consistent volume, and you end up seeing the resistance or support levels that are created with these day traders as they see certain levels of support that it's getting to. Maybe it's a 200 EMA or 15 moving average or VWAP or something, right? They're very important to the entire market. But day traders, if you have a consistent strategy, failing is a part of it, but ultimately you see success in the bigger picture, right? Your one trade may be a failure, but being disciplined and losing so much, right? If you're losing, let's say $20 versus wanting to gain $100, you now have 5 chances to win, right? Or if you wanted to do it 33%, right, you can have 3 chances to win if your win percentage is a lot better, right? You can give yourself a little bit of room, a little bit of wiggle room as we see a decrease and it bounces off of a certain level. So as long as you're being disciplined and accepting your losses there, your ultimate big picture should be a win in the end. But anyways, it's not a horrible thing to have happen, but I feel like it's taking away from day traders and swing traders away from the position. Also, you don't really have any markets to make these moves on. And
Win7 donated $4.99 through Super Chat. Taxes will kill you day trading. You'll make more money holding a true asset. Ask Warren Buffett if he day trades or holds all weight.
So, for Warren Buffett and a lot of the people that use, let's say ETFs or index funds, I'm one of those people, right? I invest safely and understand the way the market runs, but then you also invest away from the traditional way. And if you have a sound strategy, you can make a ton of money from it. There are a lot of people that make way more than I do in day trading. I only push for gaining $100 a day, or thank you for the super chat, by the way. I only push to gain $100 a day, or maybe $200 a day, while there are others out there that will push to gain, 2,000, 20,000, 30,000. I've seen people on YouTube that consistently day trade and make a hell of a lot of money and also lose a hell of a lot of money. While you're gaining $40,000, you also have the chance to lose $40,000. Obviously, you want to be disciplined, and sometimes you just see an opportunity and you're like, I don't want to be disciplined here, and then you end up losing a lot. But then you get back into, you learn from that lesson, right? Where you're like, all right, well, I wasn't disciplined here, and that's why I lost. If I would have been disciplined, I would win. But Warren Buffett, yes, sound strategy, and it will always live to that level unless you have everybody that starts to day trade and swing trade. Then that overall mindset becomes not as profitable as it has been in the past, right? Maybe a standard 10% return might become a standard 5% return. It all depends on how consistent people are buying and holding for a long time. And that's where the market is now, buying and holding. You want to have a majority of your investments into something like that, but you also want risky plays. Are you still keeping up with Elmo ERC? Yes, I'm still keeping up with Elmo ERC to an extent. I don't know everything, but yes, I'm still keeping up with it. And also, you would kill yourself with taxes only on positions that have taxes. Other positions don't have taxes. They have smaller fees, which could be, or you might pay $0 in fees if you use Coinbase. Coinbase One. So if you're day trading in certain positions in certain platforms, you might not pay any fees, but others you work around the fees. We've done it in the past where I used to trade on the stock market when you would have $7.99 per trade on Scottrade, right? And that's insane, right? 14, what was it, $7 or $6? It might $6.99, but it was like $14 per like buy and sell. So you had to make $100, but then minus the $14 for the standard fees. Now we have zero fees for these trades. So in the stock market, it's a lot easier now. In the crypto market, you still have the fees unless you trade with like Coinbase One or something. Matt, are they going to take a allotted amount and apply to the burns off the land sales? I don't know. What are you talking about? Oh, off the land sales on the metaverse. Less than 1 year investment. Less than 1 year investment, 30%. 1 year or more, 15% tax. Are they going to take a allotted amount and apply the burn to burns off the land sales on the metaverse? I mean, the land sales were just for building the metaverse, from what I understand. They should have took a portion of that and burned Shiba Inu with that. That would be phenomenal. You would be looking at millions of dollars. I don't know how much was sold of it, but you'd be looking at a lot of money that you could put towards, even just 1% would have been phenomenal for burning Shiba Inu. But they didn't do that because I don't think they care about Shiba Inu. I really don't think so. Let's see. Honda, I mean, you may not be wrong, but there might be some kids in here. However, kids on the internet are probably saying way worse things. I don't know where.
Win7 donated $4.99 through Super Chat. Push to gain $2,000. Everybody can't make that for crypto to take off. We need holders. We have to have grandmas and aunties for adoption. Also we'll need CEX.
What? Push to gain $2,000. Everybody can't make that for crypto. To take off, we need holders. We need to have grandmas and aunties for adoption. Also, we need CEXs. So yes and no. I think we do need more people for adoption in crypto and people to understand crypto, and that starts with, I think, the political view on cryptocurrency. Because the political push for cryptocurrency is that cryptocurrency can be very, very scamish, when anything can be very scamish. You just have to find a way to protect people. And I think that's where regulation comes into play. And if exchanges can do their best job to protect people, that's where the regulation comes from. I think the regulation doesn't necessarily come from the government, but the government holds the exchanges accountable for trading certain cryptocurrencies, not saying whether they're going to be securities or not, saying whether they're going to scam people or rug people or not, and not just put something on the platform just because they're paying you money. So once we have that and we have news sources and political views that are telling us, hey, cryptocurrency is not a scam, cryptocurrency is can be very profitable for people and can be a sound investment for people, we kind of start there. But then adoption is slowly making its way into our world with the Bitcoin ETF, and seeing financial institutions that are sort of backing even the thought of crypto, and what the use will be for crypto, and then having big businesses that are adopting it as a form of payment. That's where all of that comes into play. Not necessarily the aunties and grandmas and all of those people to adopt crypto. We need more institutional adoption than just retail traders. We have enough young people, and even some that are older, that are starting to really get it and are more open to change, that are okay with crypto. But we need the businesses to adopt it, whether they are Republican or Democrat run businesses. It doesn't matter what your political side is. What matters is that we are adopting change, and that's where we need to be. So we'll get there, but it's gonna take time. Are you done with Blaze token? I'm still holding some just in case. I've never been a fan of Blaze token. I've never been a part of Blaze token. Are you talking to me or are you talking to somebody else? Coughs in Enron. Wait, what are we talking? I wonder if BlackRock ETF will be the start of the next bull run. I think that could be true. It depends on what happens else with the SEC, what happens else in the government. Honestly, it really does depend there, because if we see cryptocurrency that does reach like mass adoption, and we don't see a pushback from the SEC labeling everything a security, and labeling NFTs as security and trying to fight everything related to crypto, then we have that adoption. And I think they're trying to do this because we had Ripple in that battle, and we knew that we were coming to a decision very, very soon. And in order to protect themselves to not seeing the crypto market absolutely skyrocket, and get to a whole nother level, they decided to go after Binance and go after Coinbase and kind of protect themselves there. They went after Kraken. Kraken folded. They don't have an earn program. Kraken just said, I'm not willing to fight this. So they didn't fight it. And now you have battles with Coinbase and Binance, while you had a decision that favored for XRP, and then the SEC basically saying the judge doesn't know what they're talking about, discrediting the judge in some way. So they're just trying to fight in every single way. And now from what I hear, they're trying to go after NFT projects, and different businesses that are allowing the sale of NFTs. Seeing the ETF, or multiple ETFs could be a massive push towards adoption from institutions, the institutional level, because right now, retail traders, we're all supporting it. We're waiting for institutions to support it. Any update on Elmo? Are you saying I don't really have an update on Elmo? I know we can go into we can go in to see what the website is saying with the burns. I mean, currently it's down about 6%. It's down 6%. We're seeing the volume that's down about 5.6%. Seeing that the volume is at 419,000, give or take thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars, maybe even hundreds, because of market maker volume. But you see that it has multiple exchanges that it's offered on. I'm sure we'll see this thing push as we see cryptocurrency become more bullish. We'll see this thing push, and I just hope there are more burns with it. But right now, seeing where it's at, this is a reasonable price being at. It's at like $2 million market cap, so it can go a lot further than that. So we'll see. I need to get this damn fly out of here because it's hovering right around my mouth, and I'm not dealing with that. I'm not going to be like that reporter that you ever see that video where he's like, flew all in my mouth. I gotta get out this country ass town. I don't know if you've seen that guy. I think his name is, I can't remember his name. I just saw the video again like the other day. It was hilarious. Honda, I didn't delete anything from you. You're welcome. Hi, Matt. Hello, little Elmo admin. Our game is fire. Wait, is fire in development? Are you saying it's finally in development or is fire in development? What the it's one freaking guy. Just go up there and just die or something. That's horrible to say if you take that out of context. I'm talking about a fly. Why do you have flies in your room all the time? Last time I was on your stream, it was like 6 months ago, and you also had a fly problem. No, it was like a year ago. It's during the hot months. I live near a wooded area, so when we let Emmy out, we get a lot of like gnats and stuff in here that I can use a screen door, but even a screen door, it doesn't matter. We still have to let Emmy outside. And then she doesn't go down the steps. So we have to shoo her down the steps in order to do something because she'll just sit there and then come back to the door and not do anything. And then she'll dump on the floor upstairs. So it's a little bit of an issue because they come in here and then they breed whatever they can breed. It's a freaking problem. But since I always have the rest of the room dark, and the only thing is a light, a really bright light that's shining on me, whatever fly is in the house or near the basement comes to this light. And then I don't know why, but instead of staying at the light, it like comes around my mic as I'm talking. So I don't know. It's a freaking problem, and I hate it. I hate it so much. At least 50K Jasmine, everyone needs to have life-changing money. I will buy Jasmine at 0.001 at 10% of a penny. I will definitely buy. If it's at 0.001, if it finds a way to get to 0.001, which I don't think it will, I would be able to easily buy the 300,000 that I need to get to 1 million. Because I currently have, technically 400,000 because I have 635 or something like that. You need circulation in your room, like a fan. Flies will stay away more towards walls instead of flying around. Well, yeah, I would. I usually have a fan on when I'm here and not recording, but I can't have a fan on and it'll just be horrible for the mic. Because the one day I had a fan on and there was like extra like desktop audio and it just kept circulating and it was just a loud buzzing noise. Wait, where were you at? Somebody was talking about Elmo here. Our game is going to allow all other meme communities to participate with their characters. I'm excited for that. I'm very, very interested in any type of gaming and seeing gaming like that, where you have memes that, and hopefully it's a high quality game, and then you have updates to make it even better. I really hope that it's a banger. I really hope that it's a good game because I feel as though what you could have is a lot of people flocking to this game to use it and maybe burn off their respective meme coins, and hopefully it could be like a Call of Duty type of thing to where you have so many people that are playing it. I wish I could eradicate all gnats. I hate them so much. I know they just bother. If they wouldn't bother me and they would just go on about their way, and because gnats only live like a life of like what, like a week or something. Alexa, how long do gnats live?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, the average adult gnat lifespan is 1 week, and they can lay up to 200 eggs in that time. It only takes the pests about 28 days at most to complete their whole life cycle.
I don't know if you heard that, but they live about 1 week and they can lay up to 200 eggs within that time frame. So if these gnats don't die, they lay up to 200 eggs, and then you have 200 gnats, and that's each gnat that you have. So you gotta get them gone. Last night I have killed 2 because they bite me. Gnats bite you? $200 eggs times 200 eggs a week times 10,000 gnats. You know how many gnats we got in here? All right. Anyways, I think we're pretty much done here. My wallet is $600. I can't pay $350 for 100K. I keep something cash for later. I want my staking to multiply like gnats. That sounds good to me. I want my bank account to multiply like gnats. Not 200 eggs. I feel like $200 a week is not enough at all, but I still want, them to add another $200 without having to do anything, per week. Just give me $200. I'll take it. Anybody would take it. I would instantly put it into cryptocurrency. A mixture of apple cider vinegar. I've seen this plenty of times. We actually have an exterminator that comes through, and I believe he's coming through because it's a bug guy that really fights the bees outside, because we have a deck to where they're always drilling into that deck, and then we found 4 different nests underneath the deck there. So that's a problem. So he sprays for everything: spiders, bees, and then he put some sort of solution where he's like, this will attract gnats if you have any gnat problems. I'm like, gnats come in all the time, and there were none that were going in this solution. And I was like, does it even help at all? There's nothing in there. I'm bearish on Jasmine. I wouldn't grab any more than 100K at this point. Worst chart in history. Dilution, don't do that. Seems like fake Japanese marketing scams are in Japan too. So I don't agree with that there. So yes, dilution does do that. If you have 1% of the supply that's out there in total, and you have a certain price that it's at, you can see the picture of the dilution. You can see it through the chart as you look at it. $4 price point in the beginning. As you see no supply that's out there, then the addition of supply, that's what dilution does. It does it in a lot of AI projects are going to have a ton of dilution because those start with low amounts. A ton of play to earn games have a ton of dilution because you're doing play to earn, and they have to have that pool that they're pulling from to give you coins as you're playing the game. So as people are getting the coins, you're going to see a ton of dilution. WorldCoin, which I haven't heard anything of lately, WorldCoin here, has a ton of dilution potential. That was at 1.05%, and it's currently at 1.28%. And they're consistently diluting with their process of giving people coins for basically giving people your world identity there, or giving them your world identity and establishing that and getting coins in return. You are now diluting the position by doing that. So consistently diluting, these projects is a thing. But if it could be worth a lot more than where it's at, that's where you see the benefit from, right? If you look at the fully diluted market cap and you're like, can WorldCoin be worth more than a $12.6 billion market cap? And the answer to that is yes, it could be worth more than a $12.6 billion market cap. But will it, right? What makes you think that it will? And if you can get to that end conclusion that it does, then now you can hold the position knowing that it will be worth more than where it's at, even though you may see a ton of dilution in the short term. Long term, you'll be at your end goal, right? So, but that's what I'm saying is all about, you have to figure out what the fully diluted value is and if it can be worth that much at those prices. So for Jasmy Coin, as people were telling me, about it, I saw it on Coinbase, as people were consistently saying, hey, what about Jasmy Coin? It's up to this price. It looks amazing. All of this stuff, back then, as we go back to all history, they were like, oh, it looks amazing. It looks fantastic at these prices. And it's up to $4. And I was like, look, this doesn't look great to me. The dilution is crazy. Dilution potential is crazy, and you're going to see this pull back a heavy amount. And what did it do? It did that exact same thing. This is not a rug pull. This is dilution. And you saw that from the beginning. But yeah, it's definitely a tricky situation to get into, because you have to factor that into every play that you are making an investment in. And I'm trying to show you what I was trying to show you here with Jasmy Coin, but I didn't have it up on the screen. Do you still believe in Shiba Swap 2.0 will be suited better in SHIB's favor? Shiba Swap 2.0 will be suited better in SHIB's favor. Do I still believe that it would be better in SHIB's favor? I don't feel like anything that they build is for Shiba Inu, honestly. So no. I hope I'm proven wrong, but no. See, that's a dirty ass dip. Yeah, it's not the best dip in the world, but it's definitely dilution. You can see it, right? You can see it with the price, right? Obviously here you're not really seeing too much there, but you can definitely see it here within this time frame of 2021 all the way to here, right? Even the dilution here, as it was at $19, it suddenly rose up to 300 plus million, right? 370 million or so. But then you look at the price and nothing happened, right? That's dilution. That's not a rug pull within the play. It's heavy dilution into the position. And usually that happens at times to where they're at a high price, because dilution in a ton of plays, when it's a regular play, not like an AI play or an AI play might be something similar to what I'm talking about. But let's say a gaming play, right? Gaming play is just for giving people free coins for playing this game. But when it comes to maybe AI, it could be used for development when it's at a high price. Jasmy Coin could be used for developing maybe a Jasmy chain that could be in development, could be for introducing something brand new as you're using some of that money that's introduced, because you introduce it and you sell it, right? You're selling it directly to people. So there are no dirty dips in 100. How you feeling, Barry? You keep skipping my comments. I don't keep skipping your comments. It's the first time I'm seeing your comments. But how am I feeling? I already mentioned it. If you want me to do a full review on it, feel free to have the person, the dev team or creators, to reach out to me on Twitter. My DMs are open, and we can do a paid review. And a review is different than what's it called? Promotion. Review is completely different than a promotion. So if you want to do that, have them reach out to me and we could do that. And I will break down everything that I see with it. as well as look at the positives and the negatives. I don't know if you honestly would want that, but for me, I'm not the largest fan of what I've already seen, but it doesn't mean that there's not an investment potential or potential overall. So I will look at all positives and negatives, but if you want to reach out to me on Twitter, I can always do that. But again, this is not a promotion. I'm not telling people to buy it. I think I just caught it. I'm not telling people to buy it and hopefully crush it. Nope. Yeah, both positive and negative. There are many negatives anyways. That's what I like to hear. I love to hear that there aren't negatives. If you're confident in your project, you know, the people that are willing to do that, these reviews that I do are very confident in their project, and I like to see that. And the people that, you know, decide not to do it have skeletons in their closet. And when I tell them, look, I'm going to call out everything negative and positive with it. So if you have anything, you better let me know at this point. Because if we find it, your project's not going to see as much success as you thought it would see. So thoughts on Lunik. Is it dead? It is to me. For DJ Trev, it's not to me. I don't think Lunik is dead. I don't think any project honestly is dead, but we can explain that in, you know, future videos and all that stuff. But I do have to get out of here. I said I was only going to go for about an hour, and I kept going afterwards, and we're at an hour and 30 minutes. So, guys, if you could, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. If you're on Kick, feel free to subscribe and, you know, support me in that way. I would appreciate it. If you're on Twitch, if you want to subscribe as well or send some bits or something, show some appreciation there. Even just being here is showing appreciation, so I do appreciate you guys. But anyways, I'm going to get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya. Oh, wait. You know what? Let's respond to this really quick. God, I swear. Zelda Telegram is room is a ghost town. I keep hearing V2 launch is waiting on the bull market. I've heard so much of that. That's the same things that I hear. I'm right there with you. I haven't actually checked out the Telegram in a while, but I keep hearing that they're waiting on a bull market. They're waiting on this. They're waiting on that. But I think I still have the 670,000 or something that's over on L Bank. So I'm right there with you. I don't know what's happening. I'm in the dark. So anyways, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.